Hello, everyone. We hope you are practicing social distancing and spreading awareness. Welcome to NinjaTalks. We are going to talk exciting stuff around experiences, learning, and tips that help experts become better. I'm your co host, Sneh.
I'm your co-host Shreya. Welcome back to Ninja Talks. Battlemesh Research Program Scholar, educator, researcher, and mentor, honored as one of the top 5 technology explorers in India by NASCOM, revolutionary entrepreneur in public safety, women empowerment, government and healthcare sectors. We welcome Mr. Senthilkumar Murugesan. Hello Senthil, welcome to our show.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much. I'm very excited to share my experience here.
How are you doing these days?
So nowadays, we are very actively working with the government, especially like a Tamil Nadu state government, and we are providing a effective digital way to monitor and support people in the home quarantine. We have built an application for them, and using this application, we are using face recognition, GPS technologies, and other services to ensure that people who are in self quarantine they remain in the home and whatever medical or other support they needed, they can request through this application. We are currently working with various district collectorate and the police department to integrate with their backend system. Now this application is live and used by a lot of people who are in self quarantine. So our team is very busy on building it, helping every district to deploy the solution and technical support, whatever they need. Me and my team is working with them.
Nice. It's a great initiative. You're quite active with lot of services in terms of government and helping people. So from being an engineer at Fortune 500 companies to launching a healthcare startup for the females of rural villages and scaling it as a viable solution for the global market. So what made you realize the path of entrepreneurship and how did you make it happen and what steps in your journey made sure of a successful breakthrough?
So yeah, working in all these Fortune 500 companies. So during the company, I feel that I might be restricted to solve one problem or like small part of the problem. I don't feel it's creating a huge impact. Like I'm adding a small feature, in some bugs in the code. So I could not able to visualize what is my effort. Like 7 years I was in the industry. I never able to realize whatever effort I'm putting, code I'm developing, where it is helping, who is the consumer, how it is useful. I never get that visual thing. So during the companies, I have this habit of attending a lot of hackathons during the weekend. Especially in Bangalore, there are a lot of hackathon activity happens where we take a problem statement and then work as a team. Within 24 hours, we try to solve those problem statements. So this is how it started our journey. Then there is a program from NASCOM where they are trying to find the top 5 technology explorers of the country. So the requirement is you need to identify one of the India's very hardcore problem which is not yet solved. So that is a hackathon thing. So we have gone through a different set of problems and then we found that sustainable development goal from 2000 to 2015, one of the important sustainable development goals was reducing maternal mortality and infant mortality rates in developing countries. So this was one of the goals which the world could not able to find the solution for it. So the next year goal also it is added. It still not solved the problem. Then we thought, okay, can we take this is a problem statement. So we went to the villages where the maternal mortality rates are very high. And those villages, we worked with the people there and have a couple of interviews and we were able to find a real problem statement. And then we started using a technology solution to build a solution for them. And that's what presented into the NASCOM program. And that program, like our solution won the prize. And then I was selected as one of the top 5 technology explorers in that program. Then followed by, I thought, the experience was really amazing for me. I felt very happy. I solved the real problem. Then I decided, because it was recognized, all the global forums also, whatever innovation, in a quick span of time we did, that was recognized. And then I got a chance to travel to multiple countries. I can say around 30 plus countries to present this use cases in a very various conference as a keynote speaker. So during the time, sometimes like you're working in a company and doing that will be harder. Then I decided when I start traveling, then I realized that I want to solve a lot of problems rather than sitting in one place and doing the same thing repeatedly. So I started taking this decision. I quit the job and started a company. So I started a company because I'm already solved the great section of the rural maternal problem. Then we thought of making it as a real solution, like really scalable solution. So it's a very prototype level we have done during that time. Then we have expanded to real scalable solution. That's why I quit the job and then we started a company. So while starting a company, I'm very clear that most of the people will start company in the metro city like Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad, like all this metro city. So what I decided is my hometown is Madurai. So if I go back there and start a company there, I could able to work with a lot of local talent. I can build solve India's problem in a very affordable and really working way. Because most of the talent, especially Indian engineers, they're all tend to solve Western problems. So sometimes it's hard for them to realize the Indian problem. So the thing, thought process itself will be different. Like no, they're working 10 years, 20 years in the industry, but most of the time spending time on the Western problem. So I need a people, my team, which is like local, and they are always living together with the problem, so that they are the best people to solve it. So for that purpose, I started building this team. So I mentored a lot of girls before starting the company. I identified a lot of girls and taught them a technology, motivate them, okay, and enable them, give us some confidence level. And like me, like how I build some solution and become a technology explorer, I encourage them to solve some community problem and apply those things to the Western, like US or other country competition, like Europe competition. And those girls started winning those competitions. That's how the initial belief created, not only for the girls, the entire family. The entire family accepting, okay, my daughter is capable, look, why I'm making her sitting in the home itself, I will allow her to go outside. So this is how I started getting my initial team. So because in Madurai, most of the girls are very talented, but due to some family restrictions, they could not be able to go for a job. They are ideal in the home. Okay, and in Madurai itself, there are not tech-based companies who can give challenging jobs. They may end up with doing some data entry work. That's how the maximum they will get. So when I give good context and convincing those parents, this competition and all enable for the girls to convince their parents. So this is how the entrepreneurship journey started. And now we are running a company. We are in Singapore and Hong Kong in a multinational company, and we are serving a lot of people with our healthcare products, connectivity product, whatever we are selling. And any kind of a situation like COVID-19, as a healthcare company, we could able to develop a lot of solution for the government and really help the needy. That's what currently we are doing.
Nice. We have done a lot of things helping a lot of women. So, to bridge the gap that local community was facing about public safety and security, so you mentioned and helped females to develop solution that connects people with local police with a tap of finger. So, talking about people, especially females, how did you inspire them to come up with solutions and what impact does it have?
There are a lot of females very talented but made ideal due to the situation. They are made ideal sitting in the home due to the situation. Some of my friends, girls, who studied in colleges, they are toppers. They are the, if you take top five, it's all girls only. It is. And those people, after like 5 years, 6 years down the line, I see they're very talented, but it's not utilized well. They're ideal, they have a kids, and I feel like no, their talented minds are not utilized effectively. So that's why I started. I find myself like my sister is very talented, but my parents don't allow her to go outside our job. So she is ideal. She completed her M.Com and she is ideal sitting in the home. So I thought, can I use my sister? So instead of I am going to every girl, so I will motivate my sister first and enable her to motivate a lot of girls. So this is what I did. So I worked with my sister and I motivated her. And she started, and another, there's a cultural problem also. In Madurai, we can't directly go to every girl and talk. There's still some kind of cultural thing. I can't go to talk all the 100 girls instantly. Like parents won't allow. there are constraints also there. It's not easy, like I can directly go and talk to every girl. So I trained my sister. So whatever I want to do, I made my sister to do that. And for my sister, I can talk any number of time, like any hours, I can sit with her and explain everything. Not a problem for me. So, and my sister taken this initiative completely. And we have identified 200 plus girls and we mentored them. And those girls are asked to solve local problems. So my role is kind of more on motivation. Why solving problem is important and what is the impact it will create. And a couple of girls come to us saying that we have some problem. We want to go to police station to complain, but we can't do because my parents don't allow. Even though my parents also not interested, want to go to the police station for the complaint. Can we do something? Then I told, yeah, why you want to physically go to the police station? We use a digital tool and virtually you can file a complaint and this the system can be monitored through the app. That's what we built and we implemented with Madurai District Police as an application called Madurai Kavalan. The entire product was built by girls. Okay, now it is live. More than 50,000 people are using this application. They're complaining through that application. Now the app is went on the state level, like a Kavalan. Okay, every state, every district is using that application. So once that motivation started, like I motivated my sister, she motivated couple of girls. They built a solution. Now that is live, and a lot of people are using it. So much media has covered those girls, my sister, and now these girls are motivating next set of girls. Okay, so I just switch on the chain reaction and it keep on happening now. So my role is that one. Now I'm doing my stuff, but the chain reaction is keep on expanding. People get motivated themselves.
Really, really inspiring. And you also talked about the COVID-19 pandemic. So your team took
Mm-hmm.
initiative with the same government of Tamil Nadu state and launched the services. What the app does for COVID-19 patients or quarantines, and how does it help the public and the government?
We launched this application called QCare. It's called Quarantine Care. So we are working with the different districts, such as Spain, Namakkal. These are different districts in Tamil Nadu. The application name is called QCare. The main feature what we are doing is first important feature is like listing all the trending fake news. Okay, see, most of the people who are in the WhatsApp or other social media, they see some fake news and they get panicked and they share the news to multiple people and everyone gets panicked. So what we have done is in the app, we will list all the currently trending fake news and we register the user. Before you forward any message in the WhatsApp, you come to this app and make sure that the news is not listed. If the news is listed in this form, then it is obviously fake news. There is no point in forwarding to everyone. Okay, so this is how we added. And if they find some news, but they want to check this authenticity of the news, they can copy paste the news in our application. And within 24 hours, our backend team helps with the police department. We verify the news and we will update. So we are asking them to pass your forward message for 24 hours. This is how the spreading the forward message we have done completely avoided in this feature. Okay, this is an important feature we added. And another thing is people really need direct news from the government. So whatever government announcements and updates, sometimes media don't tell the exact news because they always make it as a questionnaire. Okay, if two people died in this place or not, that's why they will say. Okay, but government may give it like two people affected, but the news media will say if two people died. That's why the questionnaire will start the news. It creates the panic and this one. So what we do is whatever government says, two people affected me, we will only put that awareness. Okay, only two people affected. Now they are in the self quarantine. They don't need to get panic. So the real news and the announcement, what is coming from the government, we are providing in the application. Then like helpline numbers, other support, whatever support the people need, we are listing out all the contact number support and mostly awareness. What is all awareness they need when they are in the home, how to avoid all other things. A lot of awareness also we are putting at home. And important feature we are deployed in any district, any Kavalan through our application. It is to support the self-quarantine people who are in the home, and we want to ensure that they are remaining in the home, and then whatever support they need, help they need, we could be able to digitally send these details to them. Okay, and we ask them to take a selfie on periodic interval, random interval, and we will map the current location and their home location to ensure that they are remaining in their home only. if they are moving outside, we will kind of soft alert we will give, please remain in the home and don't take a risk, it will affect others. Some kind of a soft reminder we are giving to them. This is to ensure that the people who are in self quarantine, they are still remaining in the home, not going outside and roaming around. So these are the features we are currently working on.
Nice. It's very important to make people aware with the real news, what's happening in their region. And your team is doing amazing efforts with that under your guidance. You have educated and mentored a large number of audience, including multiple institutions, conferences in India and abroad. So you have also been to multiple TEDx conferences over the period of time. What transformation have you witnessed in the education sector and the related fields like innovation and research?
So I told right, like no, I have a lot of global exposure. I deliver talk on a lot of global conferences. So till the date, I travel more around 42 countries across the world, and all are free travel. I will get flight ticket, accommodation, everything free. So I'll go and deliver a keynote talk. So what are the best practices I learned from those countries? Like how people are, how innovation happening in a small country, and those kind of experience I am sharing to the local institutions like colleges. So even to IEEE forum, in India a lot of IEEE forums, CDC forums. I will give a talk. So my talk mostly covers like how the small countries like Israel, South Korea, because I was there, so I understand how the small countries are able to build amazing innovation. But country like India, why they are lagging on innovation? Uh, so I always encourage that like don't complain the system. Like no one helps you. You just complain the system. It is up to your passion and interest. Figure out a way to solve the problem. So whatever experience, some connect some people need some open source connect. I could be able to connect them. So till the date, I deliver a talk around 180 institution, 180 conferences locally. Also, I deliver a talk. This is I'm doing just to motivate people, and I find I run an interesting program called Out of Box. Wherever I go to all these schools and colleges, and the students were really passionate, interested. See, when I was in Madurai, I studied in a normal college, but my aim is always like I want to work in a Fortune 500 company, like Samsung, this kind of a best company. Especially I'm an electronics student. I want to work in such an electronics company. But in a reality is those companies never come to my college campus. Okay, but as a fresher, I don't know, as a just a passed out guy, I really don't know the path, how to reach out those companies. So I had a lot of struggle to reach out Samsung and then get a job there and Qualcomm, all those things. So in these colleges, all the students, I am finding out those students who are passionate, very passionate, looking for such a path. And those people, I'm taking them to Bangalore for a 1 week program. It is called Out of Box. So what I'm doing is with the help of NASCOM, I will put all the students around 20 people in a batch. I'll put it in the NASCOM office where they can get a chance to interact with a lot of startups there. Okay, and I will take them to different companies, like a product companies such as like Google or Microsoft, like product companies, and hardware companies like Intel, Qualcomm, service companies, TCS, IBM, Infosys, all those companies. So every day I will take them to the different companies, product company, service company, and hardware company, and then startups. So the entire week they are going on different companies, and they are get connected to the local people there, employees there. This is to motivate them what kind of a work you will do in those companies. If you want to get a job in Microsoft, what exactly you have to do? How the employees in Microsoft grasp all the paths. So these are the people who are in a small town. I am taking them from a small town and connecting to someone in the Microsoft. He might have a dream. One day I want to work in Microsoft, but he don't know how to get a job there. What is the procedure? He's ready to work hard, but he don't know the path. So I'm directly connecting that guy to the Microsoft for a whole day. He can talk to him. He can spend the time. Okay, so and some people always think I want to work on Google. After the program, they decided that might be I'm better to do a startup than joining a Google. They can realize that okay, I have talent. Because they interact with more startups and find that startup is more challenging than Google. Then those they can change the decision. Okay. So that's why that kind of cultural thing, it really happened. A lot of people who I brought the program now, they're working in Microsoft, Amazon, all those companies. They keep on updating me as sir, thank you so much. We are working with company. And so many students started their own startups after the passed out, college passed out. So this kind of impact this program really created.
That's exceptional.
Thank you so much. We're trying our best. Yeah, whatever.
Moving forward, you also have a venture called GeoMio. And what problems have you encountered for the domain, and what approaches do you plan to take to tackle the situations or problems in the domain?
So for this one, I start with my with another company, healthcare company, GeoVio Healthcare. So when we are in the villages, we have deployed our solution. You might know our solution, like it's Rudra's kind of a wearable device. Every pregnant mother, we give this device to them, so they will wear it in the neck or wrist, and from that device, we continuously monitor their health parameters. And periodic interval, the health worker will visit their home with a mobile phone and they collect those vital information through Bluetooth. And mother who are in a high risk, we will provide further care. And this is how nutrition, everything is delivered through their home. And we are ensuring that every mother has a safe and healthier pregnancy experience. But while doing this, some of the places like Wayanad and all those places face a huge problem of connectivity. There is no connectivity, so we could not able to send those data to the doctor. So we always face a big problem. So I'm a wireless engineer, especially in Qualcomm. I work on Wi-Fi. I build a lot of Wi-Fi routers there. So I know how this 4G, 5G technology works, how the connectivity happens. Using that skill set, I have built this router, which provides around 5 kilometer Wi-Fi link using mesh technology. So I deploy this router on different part of the village, and it creates like an overall like 5 kilometer to 10 kilometer Wi-Fi link inside that village. So people who are in that region, they can connect to the Wi-Fi, and from there I will send the health data to the doctor. The doctor can sit in the city also. So I built that solution to solve the healthcare problem. Then we realized that these are two different domains. That's why we started a separate company called GeoMio that only focuses on connectivity. So wherever in the rural place or remote places, the connectivity is needed. With our solution, we can able to provide the connectivity. And that company is now registered in Hong Kong. In Hong Kong, a lot of small islands, they are working with internet service provider to provide this wireless connectivity because it's a very expensive to deploy the fiber on the sea route and then bring wired connection to everyone home in the island. Might be in island like maximum 20 people will be there. They're all in a different part of the location. So for the internet service provider to giving a physical broadband connection is very expensive. So with our solution, we are helping those customers to rapidly deploy the internet solution. So this is how the GeoMio started.
Talking about this journey, what challenges have you faced in each step, and what did you learn, and how did you learn to overcome them? Like, what are your learning points?
In India, especially why a lot of companies are not solving India's specific problem is convincing the people, bureaucrats, like whatever it is, to convincing the people to use technology is harder here, very very harder. Okay, people always question you. Okay, you should be very patient enough to answer them. Sometimes they will ask the stupid question. As a technical person, you will sometimes get like really pissed off with that question. Okay, but you should be very patient enough to know because like every customer we onboard, literally we teach technology to them. We will educate them. Every aspect we educate them before they use the technology. But in a Western customer, it won't be any problem. They understand very well. They themselves will come across and say they want to use technology. So doing a sales cycle is very easy. Okay, just to show a product, demo it, and people buy, pay for it. But in India, people, it's kind of a mindset, I really don't want technology. See, whatever happening, it happened like that only. They don't want to accept the change. So convincing them and educating them is very challenge. Sometimes you will get demotivated. Okay, better like I stop the business here and go abroad. I focus on those things. Yeah, but our intention is if you solve a problem in India, okay, it's harder, very hard to convince. To solve a problem and make people to use it, deploying to any part of the world is the easiest one. It is a single button. Okay, everywhere the problem is almost similar to India. And if you solve it here and make people to use it, you can deploy anywhere. So our strategy also, we changed it. We made it like our local customers are all pilot customers. Sometimes they don't pay you, no, but we always treat them like a pilot customer. Okay, and whatever we do in the local, we project in the global audience and make a sales cycle with them, make a revenue flowing from those global customers. So this customer we use like a pilot customer. You all know like getting count in India is easy. Instantly, I can say 1 million user in my application. Getting such a 1 million user on Singapore is hard. The population itself, like around that count. Okay, so if I say I have 1 million user and do business with a Singapore guy, the guy start believing me. Oh, this guy already have 1 million users. Then that means it's a proven technology is proven. So doing a sales cycle with those global customers with this strategy.
That's great. And I think that proven path should be always there, or let it be pilot customers, or let it be early stage implementation or experimentation. That thing is really needed to test out the products or solutions, which really
Mm-hmm.
gives feedback before failing in.
Yeah.
Yes. With that, I would like to highlight one of your research program people are not aware of. How was your experience representing India for Battle Mesh research program in Europe? And what were the other ideas or research that you have presented?
So basically, the battle match research every year happens in Europe, and every country, like people, one or two people from every country will attend that program. So fortunately, I get a chance representing India in that research program. So there, always it's a completely open source community. So we all come together in a 10-day program, and we all discuss a common problem lies in every country. What are the common problem lies in every country? And like all these expert people try to solve the problem with the 10-day time frame. So whatever solution we developed during the 10 days, we will put it on the open. Okay, we will put it on the open source, and people from different countries they can start using the open source project. That's the research. So where I learned a lot about this wireless technology. So how to build a disaster communication system in a very fast, and the solutions are already there in the open source. Last year it's more about disaster communication, how we can deploy. Because last year, before 2018 and all, there are so many disasters across the world. And during the disaster time, creating a local connectivity is a big challenge. People could not able to communicate. So how we can solve together as these are expert people. Every country, topmost expert people are there. And the interesting thing is like within a week, they will build a complete working product. Okay, and then it is available free for everyone to use it in open source. So I was part of like past 5 years. Even though it's my solution, like when I was want to build the connectivity solution in the village, this community really helps me. I have taken some of their open source component because I want to make the solution faster. Otherwise, there is no point. And the pregnancy is only a 10 month time frame. If I delay it, there is no point of that product. Okay, so we have to build something
Mm.
faster. So this continuity and research really helps. So every year, people will come. Like the day last year before, it's more about blockchain. How we can make it like blockchain very transparent to the people and easy for everyone to deploy. So every year they are working and more on like install a wireless and decentralization, the concept of decentralization. So this community always thinks currently world is ruled by few companies. It's all centralized. The internet is controlled by few companies. And this researchers are thinking, can we make it as a decentralized internet so that the data will be private to the user and user want the data. So this kind of a research topic will keep on come and everyone technically and the different aspects they will contribute on this project.
Amazing insights that you have shared with us. So, what are your takeaways from both state level institutes and internationally prestigious educational institutes? How do you see the people's perspective for better quality of education that is evolving?
For me, my feedback always to the student is 20 years before, it really matters where you study because the access is limited to your professor or books in the library. That's why you have to go to the best university, best professor. But now it is beyond that. If you have a mobile phone with a YouTube, that's more than enough. Okay, you can study wherever you want, save a lot of money, and do a lot of real-time problem solving because you can learn unlimited things from the YouTube through communities. See, I always recommend like my students go around to your community, identify a problem. Whatever you want to learn, try to use that terms into the problem. Because if you want to go to the job also in an interview, if you talk more about how you identify one problem, how you use some example like if I am going for a Flutter job, instead of answering all the technical terms of Flutter, if I say this is a problem in my community, okay, I use Flutter framework. This is how I build the solution. These are the components in the Flutter I use. Okay, finally this app is live in the Play Store and people are using it. That will be better way to impress the interviewer rather than answering what he asked. Okay, so now I recommendation to everyone is like you don't worry about the university student because now it's all beyond. You more focus on my role of learning anything is to solve some problem. Okay, that's why I'm learning. Without that objective, just for a money or a job or a better university, if that is a role, then it won't get fulfilled. If your problem is very clear, I'm going to solve problems. So whatever skill I need to solve the problem, I'm learning that. Then that really helps them in their career.
That's so true. So again, you published wireless charging mechanism for multiple portable devices, and you have even more than 10 patents filed in various domains. So what are the other patents that you filed and how they helped to contribute in broader aspect of various platforms?
I'm very surprised how you be able to find that project and all because that is my college final year project. Actually, that time there was no concept of wireless charging at all. So it is in 2008. It's still a Nokia day where we have the small phone, not even a touch screen phone. We have to charge the phone. So at the time, many of my friends are discussing the world is moving towards wireless, completely wireless. But this mobile or any gadget, it is not portable when we need to charge it. When we need to charge it, we have to make it wired. See, portable device means it's completely wireless one. Like there is no wiring is required. That's why called the portable device. But we understand that any mobile phone or something, when you connect to the charger, then it not become a portable device. Okay, so we decided can we make some kind of a way to wirelessly charge this phone so that I can go like put it on some kind of a folder or something to charge. I'm not wiring. See, our objective is don't wire any device. If you are wiring, then it is not a portable device. Okay, so if you connect to the wires, it's not a portable device. That's what our thinking. So what we thought is we built a small plate where small inductors are placed inside. Nowadays you might see the wireless charger. So we have built it in a long time back in 2018. So 2008, like we made this portable wireless charger where if you place your Nokia phone on top of it, and there is a small receiver can be attached to the power port, and no wire connection, and there is a small box in the bottom. You just place it wirelessly through induction method. It starts charging the phone. That is a product we built during that time. We submitted as our final year project also. So that's how that process happened. And pattern like in companies like Samsung and Qualcomm, my file like pattern on the technology. And currently, like whatever product, like we have this wearable device, and this wearable device, see in a villages, no one charges the wearable device. If you ask them like a Fitbit every 2 weeks, you have to charge this device, people will throw it up. So we have designed the device which has more than 6 to 9 months battery. So that during the entire pregnancy time, the mother don't need to remove the device for charge. So we have done a lot of optimization on the battery so we remove the display. That's why we made it as a root cause. We remove the display. Whatever component consume more battery, we remove that component. And then we ensure that the device withstands for longer battery. So this is one of our patents and we have filed it.
Commonly, people visit different search engines and watch YouTube videos to support their thought process. How you feel that creativity plays an important role for research sector?
The first requirement is like you have to do a lot of market research, like what is the innovation is there, what another world is doing. So to keep on get those data. It's more on like you keep on search what's happening in the world. And another thing is like what is happening around you. Okay, and then you are a guy who are connecting the two dots. The problem is surrounded by you. How the world is trying to solve that problem. So the research is all about how you can optimize that solution or modify the solution to fit it for your local. Okay, so if you're able to approach in that way, I think you can find a lot of pattern because most of the, if you assume Flipkart, Okay, the innovation on Flipkart I can say is when they launch, Indians don't have a credit card, so they can't pay through online, and we don't have this UPI method. Only way to pay is through cash. So they have come up with a new idea like cash on delivery. So this is how, but Amazon is doing for a long time, but they don't need a cash on delivery. Okay, so that is kind of a localized. To solve the localized problem, automatically you can find a lot of research activity.
Great. A lot of research is inspired by previous research as well as self study, market research, and many more things involved. Moving forward, what improvements would you like to see in ecosystems when you talk about India, when you talk about global ecosystems, when you talk about technology, when you talk about research and education? What improvements do you find that can be influenced, that can be inspired? What are your views on that?
What I understand is most of these technologists or researchers, they all work inside the box. Okay, in the lab or in something inside, they assume the problem state. They assume that okay, this will work out, this will work out. Okay, that's why most of the good innovations are not really helpful to them. It's a very wonderful innovation, but it's not practically usable. So I always say the change should happen like how our solution can be better. I literally lived in those tribal villages. 15 days I was staying with them, living there and understand there because our product initial design is like a gold color bracelet. We thought every woman like gold color. So we designed the bracelet, a wearable device like a gold color bracelet, and we give it to them. After a few iteration, we are receiving a data, but the data is very weird. It never comes from a woman body. It's very weird. Sometimes it says like 100,000 steps a day. And we are wondering why this pregnant woman is running every day for 100,000 steps. So we are worrying. And we went again and we found that the husband took the device. And husband says like, why you need the wearable device? Give the smartwatch. So whatever data we collected is the husband data. Okay. Then we understand what is the wearable they like to wear. And most of the tribal women have this kind of a Gujarat kind of a bead, small bead design, and they are wearing from a child. Then we completely redesigned our product and made it as a small chip, and we attached to their existing wearable. Whatever wearable they wear, we just attach that chip inside that, and that will wearable become a smart wearable. Now, no husband is interested to take that device from them. Okay, so always it will work out when you are living with those problem statements when you are there. So most of our researchers or engineers, they're always like imagining the problem statement, working inside the box. They have to come outside, live with those people who are using your product. Then this innovation can be really usable. Otherwise, most of our innovation will sit only in the paper and journals. That's it. People write amazing innovation, put it on the paper, and it is living in the ground. That was also real world.
It's very insightful. Thank you so much. Anything
Thank you so
else
much.
that you would like to add from your end?
Yeah, I'm so happy that I could able to share. And like a lot of people who are listening this one, of course, some kind of a motivation. I feel very happy, and I really appreciate you people also, to taking such an initiative, connecting to the people on, especially on this kind of a situation. Okay, maybe I request you to do more programs, frequent programs, a lot of people. Because in India, like, everyone is different. Everyone's solving a different unique problem. And we people are very shy. We don't go to the press media and to express whatever thing. We are very silent and identifying those kind of people and exploring them to the globe. It's an amazing thing you guys are doing. I recommend keep on do this amazing work.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
So, with this, Mr. Senthilkumar, from helping females with positive pregnancy to helping people with wireless connectivity, connecting lives and building solutions to make their life beautiful and better. This is an exceptional episode. We got to learn a lot, we got to discover a lot about education, about research, and much, much more. Thank you so much for being with us. And we really look forward that you'll keep inspiring people, you'll keep helping people.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank
Thanks so much. And thanks both of you for this program, wonderful program, and all the best for all your future program.